Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup in town between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Uses the stiff arm. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals hit 4-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Murray to air it out again. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points with the Jags, Josh Scobie. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A give running right, Etienne. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out in the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The slot man in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He'll look to set up his blockers. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape.
And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over at both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at it and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. To throw is Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try. He's got this one as that extends their lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Etienne up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. late. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona deep, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First down, Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Probably we ever had to start Icarus in mythology. That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Pollard going to try the right side. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And now here's another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. Zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week as handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Able to get this with him to grind. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Shaw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Shaw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Now Murray again. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes.
Or fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Murray to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it if he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they take a knee.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.